Let's do this.
105.7. I like it. Easy Rock.
Hey, it's Sammi Morelli, and I am so excited. I'm going to be running in the Wings for Life World Run coming up May 8th, happening at 34 race sites across 6 continents. Niagara Falls just happens to be the only place in Canada where you can participate. But it's going to be amazing. You know, all those people running at the same time for the same cause, because registration, only $60, and 100% of those proceeds are going directly to spinal cord research. We are running for people who can't, and it's very special, and it's going to be so much fun. I think the energy alone is going to be palpable, you know, but I got a chance to catch up with my amazing coach, triathlete Kirsten Sweetland, earlier this week to chat about the race, her experience in, you know, the triathlons, and her tips on how I can train for the big day.
This is an awesome race to start with because as I'm sure you know, the finish line catches you.
I know. So, that's pretty cool.
Yeah, it's super cool. I did it for the first time last year in the California one, and it's super cool. It's a really early morning for us, but it kind of adds to the experience. I mean, depending on where in the world you are, it's different. But basically, you just have to pace yourself, and you start running, and I forget how many minutes. You have a good head start on the car, and you basically run your own pace, and you get updates on how close the car is coming. And as it gets closer, you know, you want to make it as far as you can so you can start picking up your pace and see how long you can last before you get caught.
Such a novel idea, being caught by the finish line. I'm kind of nervous about that. I don't want to be the first one caught, so I'm going to train really hard to meet my 5K goal. But I wanted to know a little bit about how she trains for her triathlons, and here's what she had to say.
For me, it's almost year-round. I take about a month off each year, but prep starts pretty early generally if you're healthy and ready to go. I train about, depends on the time of year, but anywhere from 20 to 30 hours a week of endurance training, plus some gym and then physio and that sort of stuff. I always make sure I take one easy day and sometimes one extra easy afternoon a week. I think recovery is important, but it's hard with 3 sports. So there's not a lot of time to recover. But I've built up to that over the years, and it's my full-time job, so that's all I have to focus on.
Sounds pretty intense, eh? But when you're a professional triathlete, you're going for the Olympics and competing against the best in the world. You got to be the best in the world, right? But for me, I'm starting off small. This is my very first run or race of any kind. So here's what she had to say for me to get up to my 5K goal and to, make the most of this world run.
Yeah, well, 5K is a great place to start, especially for a road race. Sometimes that can be hard on the legs. So I would recommend, even though, it's more fun to run in the trails, if you're building up for a road race, to do some of your runs on the road.
Okay.
Just because it is a different feeling on your body.
Totally.
And I would say probably start with running like every other day or 3 times a week. You don't have to do your furthest distance like every run, but I would say that each week you should do one run that's further than the one you did last week. So if you want to start with even some walk running, just see how long you can run before you start feeling like you want to stop. I would say run a couple minutes past that, walk for a couple minutes, run, and then eventually if you can run 20 minutes straight, that's a really good start, because when you're in a race, those extra 10 minutes could just be adrenaline, So if you get out 3 times a week and start building up to a half an hour, 20-minute run, you'll be laughing. I think you'll surprise yourself. You can probably go further than 5K.
Yeah, I mean, I've been thinking I should just run until the car catches me. Even if it is past my 5K goal, you never know how far you can make it until you try, right? So if you want to follow along with my training, I'm going to be doing vlogs all the time at 1057easyrock.com. And I'll be checking in again with the amazing Kirsten Sweetland, triathlete extraordinaire, later this week. So keep checking back for that next interview, and she'll be offering some more tips. And if you want to register, all the details are at 1057easyrock.com on the Wings for Life page. In the meantime, you can check out what Kirsten's up to on Instagram and Twitter at Kirsten Sweetland or Kirsten Sweets. And I'll be posting some regular updates as well on my social medias, Instagram at Sammi Morelli and Twitter at Sammi Morelli as well. Until next time, ciao for now.